we just gonna spit on this one. Yo. Hey. I don't get writer's block, I just write them odd. I'm crisp like a Sprite when it's hot. This ain't you might just get dropped. Like it or not, I'm a likable guy, I'm psyching them odd. I was fighting in lots while you were just cycling thoughts. You a dyke in the box, so now listen. The way you pitching, you gon' need more than a mound visit. You sound timid and I don't kick it with round midgets. That hound misses, I found this is the way losers acting around misfits. Pound for pound, I'm the listing. You can bounce and get dismissed, clown, get this. Couldn't walk a mile wearing my Fitbit. Competition is non-existent, and you ain't worth the honorable mention. It hurts cause you don't wanna listen. Certainly I'm on a mission. Bone picking lame cats with face tats that I can't tell the difference in. Splitting images, depicting sentiments and lifestyles they never lived within. These cats are children, men, depending on ill wills and pills again. Tell me I don't wanna sell, because it's on my own terms. W or L, whether I succeed or fail. No plan to see you in hell. He can tell, stick around or he can bail. It don't matter to me cause I'ma eat as well. You can get yours in, it's important. I'ma get mine, not interdependent, cause wealth is not a fixed pot. Meaning you blaming your lack of success on another while you sit and do nothing is for losers and suckers, my brother. Man, just sitting there thinking, if I could just like rap like that every single track, I thoroughly enjoy rap a lot more than what I do now. It seems like so many cats really have downgraded in terms of rhyme schemes and lyricism, but let's get back into it. I'm more than a rare exception, you can't compare him. I'm fly as Tuskegee Airmen. My patience is as thin as her pants. You find a sucker cat that's talking smack and I'll just dare him. Come at me sideways attacking, I'm pushing back your chin. I know you sour, you adhere to fear, and I'm overpowered like Jiren or Beerus. You delirious, seriously you a joke or high of Oxycontin. Better yet, you a moron and knock the Oxycontin, not the likes of mine. I remember sitting back laughing, hoping that I get signed. Now I own my own tracks, riding waves of the hype of mine. Popular and dirt poor broke, that ain't my type of grind. If I got started talent, then why would I wanna ride the pine? Pipe it down, listen closely. I'm on the flow, you in the nosebleeds. That's cause I spent my days with no sleep. You fools know me, and low key, you little bro sheep. A little bo peep, you like a vicious dog with no teeth. And I'm an animal that's off the handle. Standing on a mantle, rap game, John Randall, opposition manhandle. You can't light a dang candle on a sandhill with 20 matches and a handbill. You ain't got nan skill. You see these jokers, yeah, they mediocre. Don't get your hopes up, a contradiction like an old pup. I'm pulling cards like Ilyasova from Deep Playing, Minnesota. Indeed, I'm a Timberwolf, and you just a mini crook. Won't let you off any hook. And plenty rooks thinking that they can get me shook, but on top of the scoring title, I'm locking up like Michael, the Jordan, and beforehand, I had the floor plan and the door hinge, so they adore him.
Oh shit.
It's not gonna work.
Who did that?
You gotta put it in the shoe.
And the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air. Jeez, the whole box caught on fire.
No threat to a Hotep, especially when the Hotep got the goddess mask off. He's working his ass off, trying to tell y'all goofy dudes what they planning. It's Hotep, Hotep. Hope you motherfuckers understand. It's Hotep, Hotep. Hope you motherfuckers understand. No threat to a Hotep, especially when the Hotep got the goddess mask off. He's working his ass off, trying to tell y'all goofy dudes what they planning. It's Hotep, Hotep. Hope you motherfuckers understand. It's Hotep, Hotep. Hope you motherfuckers understand.
What up, what up, what up? Cannon Hotep back at it again. Welcome to the Sunday headlines. I am Cannon Hotep. I'm happy you could join me today. I'm sorry for anybody that thought I was starting at 5 o'clock. I scheduled it for 6 o'clock, but YouTube on some bullshit and they put a schedule of 5 o'clock, yo. You know what I mean? You might have to update it with some, let me see, hardest intro on YouTube. I appreciate that. I might have to update it with some Sri Lanka footage. You might be right about that. I had to get on that. Anyway, I'm glad you guys could join me. Hope you had a wonderful weekend. Hope you had a wonderful Sunday. Beautiful Sunday here in Baltimore. It's a nice 82 degrees. Went out and ran some errands this morning. Just got in the house not too long ago. So I can get on here and we can go through these headlines again. I'm sorry if YouTube said I was starting at 5. I scheduled it for 6 and YouTube doing some bullshit. Anyway, I digress. Anyway, if you're new, hit that like, hit the subscribe button, hit that notification icon. It'll let you know when I got new content coming out. Please share this stream. Let people know we're live. If you're catching a replay, leave a comment. Let me know how I'm doing. I could use the constructive criticism. I would appreciate that. The question of the day is, do you think Joe Biden, aka Joe Nickelsick, has failed this state? Have they failed this nation? Have they failed the United States of America? Have they failed the people? Let me know in the comments. Let me know in the chat. I'm happy you guys could join me. I appreciate it. We got my man Jay Pylon in the building. What's going on, Jay? I'm happy you can join. Steph Colonel in the building. Salute, Steph. He says, hardest intro on YouTube. You already know. Salute to my man Cassius Cam. Cassius Cam with the, came through with the bars. And my man Papa Hotep helped me with the visuals. I appreciate you guys. Hotep's run deep, people. We got one sick tuck in the building. What's the deal? And we got Heather Hartnett in the building. What's going on, Heather? Anyway, just wanted to, chop it up with you guys, go through some headlines and see what we got going on. One main headline I kind of really want to go over is the Georgia Guidestones, right? So I talked about it probably like a couple of days ago. For those of you who don't know, the Georgia Guidestones, somebody blew them bitches up, right? This Georgia Guidestones in Georgia, it's almost like the 10 Commandments for the New World Order, I guess is the best way to put it. But the thing, somebody, I guess they want us to believe somebody blew it up, vandalized it, destroyed it, right? Thing is, there's no real investigation going on about it, right? And instead of like gathering some forensic evidence and doing a real investigation on it, they just knocked the motherfuckers down. They just knocked them motherfuckers down, right? Now, some people know that apparently there's a time capsule that was buried beneath it, if I'm not mistaken, the Georgia Guidestones, and some people got some speculation that they knocked them down in order to dig up that time capsule. I don't know if the time capsule was supposed to be dug up now, and that's why it was all fucked up, or what. We don't know. You know what I mean? My man DMW in the building. I appreciate you joining in. Steph says Biden been failing the nation longer than I've been alive. That's facts, man. 50 years of just fucking up. 50 years of fucking up. Anyway, so I want to get into that. I want to touch back on that old man, the 73-year-old man that got beat to death with a fucking traffic cone by some shitty ass teenagers. Also, an army 3-star general got suspended for a tweet that he tweeted to Joe Biden, and I guess she got butthurt. Also, I guess we got some kind of theory on why Sri Lanka became a failed state, bankrupt and all that other stuff. Also, we got some interesting information on that day in January, the Shamuary, which I think is pretty goddamn interesting, right? So we'll get to that. Anyway, like I said, if you're new, hit that like, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification icon. It'll let you know when I got new content coming out. Please like, please share this stream. Let people know we're live, man. YouTube been busting my ass. They shadow banning the hell out of me. They been shadow banning the hell out of me, y'all. And I can use your help. You know, if you want, you know, leave me a super chat with a question. I'll gladly answer your question. Also, you know, if you can super chat, you can hit me on Cash App, $Canon Hotep. If you don't want to do that, just hit the like button, hit that thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, hit that share button. That's all free. I appreciate you guys. Anyway, let's start off with where is it at? Where'd it go? Serious? Hold on a second. I guess I can pull it back up. Let's see. Let's start off with old Joe Nickelsick. So apparently Chuck Todd grew a pair, and he been trending on Twitter. I don't know if he grew a pair or he just grifting right now. But apparently he asked some legitimate questions, and the left been eating him alive all day long. The left been eating him alive all day long. I had a video up here, go. You know. Let's see. Is this it? That's not it. Let me see. Here it is right here. So this is what Chuck Todd put on. I'm gonna bring it up.
Job approval.
So check this shit out. Oh. You already checked that out. Hold on. Here we go.
Biden was elected to restore competency and stability to Washington after Donald Trump. But his job approval trails other recent presidents, including Trump, at this point in the election cycle. After a lingering pandemic, the chaotic withdrawal from Afghanistan.
By the way, I think they've been really generous to Biden on that fucking job approval. I think they've been really fucking generous.
Failure to stem rising costs, failure to pass voting rights legislation, and a failure to substantially address climate change or immigration challenges. Biden was elected to
So that was his one of his, I guess it was his opening on his show Meet the Press. And people have been going nuts over this shit. Yo, you should read some of these comments. Matter of fact, let's go to some of these comments. So look at this from Keith Olbermann's crazy ass. After this question today to a GOP governor, there is no way NBC News can continue to permit Chuck Todd to host Meet the Press. You see this shit? Do you think the country can handle prosecuting a former president itself? Posits letting insurrection go unpunished. Fire him. You hear this shit? So let's see what he says here. Hold on.
About January 6th.
Based on what you've gleaned from the January 6th committee and what you've taken away, do you think he should be charged with a crime?
Well, I think that's for the Justice Department to decide, because I think one thing the American people do want is to take the politics out of it and get to the facts of what happened. I think the committee's done a service in bringing a lot of people forward that are finally talking, and we have a lot more information than we did, but that's something the Justice Department has to decide. Look, a lot of people are now talking.
Do you think the country can handle prosecuting a former president?
Yeah, I'm not sure they can, but I think, no man is above the law, so if that's where the facts lead, that's what has to happen. But, a lot of people are talking about January 6th, but I was actually taking action on January 6th. I said...
So check it out, right?
You've gleaned from the January 6th committee.
And I said this once, I said this 1,000 times. It's called double jeopardy. You can't charge a person for the same crime twice. Right? So you want to prosecute. Now, I said it before. All that shit is a song and dance. It's political theater. It's all just to sway the court of public opinion's opinion on Donnie T. That's all it is. That's all it is. Anybody ever stop to wonder why they bringing all these people to testify, quote unquote, before, this committee, right? But they didn't bring them up during the impeachment. Anybody find that odd? Anybody find that odd? Like I said, it's a song and dance, people. But that's besides the point. Chuck Todd asked a legitimate question. He asked if, does Joe Nickelsick have any support anymore? Does he have a base anymore? Is his base dwindling? Is his base getting tired of him? You know, but look at these nonsensical. Look at this. Hear me out. Jim Paskey should replace Chuck Todd. Right? I'm not even a fan of Chuck Todd, but now you see how the left eats themselves. You see how the left eat themselves all the time. If I never heard the name Chuck Todd again, that would be fine. I stopped watching Meet the Press because of him. How about you? Chuck Todd can eat a bag of dicks, but I doubt that'll shut him up. Like, you see this? Look. Ukraine flag in bio. That should tell you. Look at this one right here. Derek is pro-choice. You see this shit? At Spawn03 clown. Look at this. Look at this shit. Look at his bio. Look at it. In his name, in his handle. Chuck Todd is proven to be as legitimate as journalist as Ron Burgundy. Like, these people, like, this is how the left eat themselves. He asked a legitimate question, and I'm not a fan of Chuck Todd, but he asked a legitimate question, and they can't handle it. They in full re mode. You feel me? And they're ready to get rid of Chuck Todd now because of what? Because he asked a legitimate question. That's true. It's true. Everything Nickelsick promised everybody, he reneged on that shit. Oh, like I said before, he rickrolled the shit out of everybody. He did nothing that he promised. You know? The Keystone and the XL pipeline should be open. That would take care of a lot of our fuel problems and a lot of the fuel problems for some of these other places in the world. You know? The permits that he reneged on with the oil companies about drilling and fracking here, that would solve a lot of fuel issues. Right? Climate change, I don't even want to get into that because I got my own reservations about that shit. That I don't need to be struck down again. You know what I mean? But he got a lot of points. You know, he's losing his mind. They got to write step-by-step directions just for him to walk to his seat. He can't ride a bike upright without busting his ass. You know? He can't stay on script. You know, people are getting tired. People are getting tired of it. You know? But instead of saying, hey, maybe he has a point here, you see what the left are already doing. They're demonizing Chuck Todd. They're calling for his job, right? Like I said, I'm not a fan of Chuck Todd, but I wouldn't be calling for his job. You know what I mean? What they say, sunshine's the best disinfectant. Let them talk. But they don't like this. This tells you that these idiots right here will vote for Joe Nickelsick all over again. All over again. Note to Chuck Todd, America can handle prosecution of Donnie T just fine, but we would like the daily mass shootings to stop. This shit is crazy. Like, people are really mad about this. Shit is crazy, man. Shit is crazy. You know what I mean? You can't ask no questions. And I guess Chuck Todd's starting to find that out. So the thing is he going to stand 10 toes down and keep reporting on the right thing? Keep reporting on the news, asking the tough questions? Or is he going to bow down? And is he going to shut the fuck up? My money's on the latter. He want to keep his cushy job. He going to shut the fuck up. He'll do another Meet the Press where he's demonizing Donnie T and the right and all that other shit. I guarantee it. You know what I mean? That's just how it's going to go. But we all know Nickelsick is out here Nickelslicking. Nickelsick going Nickelsick. Shit crazy. Anyway, we got my man Jimmy Doss with a $9.99 super chat. I appreciate you, Jimmy. Salute. Happy Hotep Sunday. Every day is Hotep Day. That is correct, sir. That is correct. That is correct. Yeah, we really got puppies in the office, bro. Let me see what we got. Steph Colonel says, Chuck Todd was allowed to go on Biden like that? Yeah, I guess so. You know, I guess they let him write his own show that day. He had a good. I mean, it was a good point though. He made a really good point. You know what that reminds me of? Let me see if I can find that. It reminds me of we had a news anchor here in Baltimore who asked a question about, you know, do we need to go in another direction as far as our leadership as mayor, because we basically had 3 mayors resign over fucking corruption, and she fucking lost her job for that question. Let me see. Let me see if I can't find it. I forgot her name. Let's see. Why is that showing up? Hold on. All right, let's see. What's this shit right here? Yeah, what's her name? I think was it Mary Bubala? Yeah, Mary Bubala, that's what it was. I know it. Let's see if we don't take it at the video. Tell me they erased the video. Yo, I think they got rid of the video. Are you serious? Let me see. They got rid of the motherfucking hold on. They really they sure enough did, y'all. They got rid of the fucking video. Hold on, let me see if I can find some more. Wow, they got rid of the video. Go figure. Let's see, this is it.
We have had 3 female African.
Right, here we go, right here. Shout out to the New York Post still having the video up. Damn, it took forever. Here we go. Before we get to this, I'll read some more of these your chat. Let me see. Handy Bob, what's up? Good afternoon, sir. DMW says, you know those approval numbers ain't right. Yeah, yo, they up there padding them bitches. Handy Bob says, Ronald Hogan needs to do some push. Always. He got a turkey neck. Cat's got a major turkey neck. Bruh. He definitely is a Rhino. I'm just happy he did what he did and he recognized the Supreme Court decision for 2A. DMW says, because Chuck can see what the rest of what yous can see. Hold on. Because Chuck can see what the rest of yous can see that are not in the liberal world order bubble. Yeah. Yeah, I wonder if he getting the conscience and he's just like, you know what, let me start pushing back a little bit. Andy Bob says Chuck Todd is just following what the handlers want him to do. They're getting their side to slowly, and ease. I guess you're saying get Joe out the paint. Yeah, that's what you're saying. They need Joe out of the paint, and they're planting the seeds and why he isn't going to run in 2024. I don't think he even makes it to 2024 still. You know what I mean? My man Broccoli, welcome back, Ken. I hope your time in the gulag wasn't too bad. No, I was good. He put me in the gulag and I shut up. When they let me out, I'll be talking again. All right, so let's get into it, right? So check this shit out. This is from the New York Post. Shout out to the New York Post for having this shit up. This is what this lady got fired for.
We have had 3 female African-American mayors in a row. They were all passionate public servants. 2 resigned, though. Is it a signal that a different kind of leadership is needed to move Baltimore City forward?
That was the entire question. That was it. Let's run that back.
We have had 3 female African-American mayors in a row. They were all passionate public servants. 2 resigned, though. Is it a signal that a different kind of leadership is needed to move Baltimore City forward?
That was it. That was the entire question. And that cost that lady her job. Because she asked a tough question. She asked a legitimate question. Where's the lie? And they called for her job and they fired her over it. They fired her over that shit. It's crazy. You know. That's what that shit puts me in mind of. So when you got somebody like Chuck Todd who always toes that liberal line, because he does. He toes that liberal line all the time. Right? The minute he asks a question, he get out of pocket. That's what happens. That's a perfect example of the liberals eating themselves. Because we all know Nickelsick don't need to be there. Nickelsick need to go by the wayside. Need to put him in his retirement home over there in fucking wherever the fuck he's from. Is he from Scranton or is he from fucking Delaware? I always get confused with that shit. Because one minute he from Scranton, one minute he from fucking Delaware. You know, who the fuck knows? But you need to go sit the fuck down. Straight up. All right, let's move on. Where we going at with this one? All right, let's go over here to this story from Fox News. Army suspends retired. How you fuck you suspend a retired general? Army suspends retired 3-star general over tweet sent to Joe Biden. A retired 3-star general of the U.S. Army has been suspended from a mentor position. Okay. After sarcastically congratulating First Lady Joe Biden for learning what a woman is. The Army confirmed the suspension to Fox News Saturday and confirmed speculation that the veteran was under internal investigation for mocking Biden. Are you fucking serious? Hey guys, that goes to that saying. Do you want to know who's in power? Find out who you can't make fun of. I'm gonna say that one more time. You want to know who's in power? Find out who you cannot make fun of. Fox News Digital reached out to the U.S. Army for clarification on the matter. A spokesperson for the Army confirmed that retired Lieutenant General Gary Valesky has been suspended. It is also confirmed that he was part of an inquiry but provided no further details. Lieutenant General Theodore Martin, commanding general of the Combined Arms Center, has suspended retired Lieutenant General Gary Valesky for performing duties as a high Gary Valesky for performing duties as a highly qualified expert, senior mentor pending the outcome of the commander's inquiry, the Army told Fox News. Ah, boy. So let's see. Joe Biden says for nearly 50 years, women had the right to make our own decisions about our bodies. Today, the right was stolen from us. And while we may be devastated by this injustice, we will not be silent. We will not sit back as the progress we have already won slips away. Bolesky mocked Joe Biden on social media in June, responding to a tweet about the Supreme Court overturning Roe v. Wade. We just read that. He says, glad to see you finally know what a woman is. Bolesky replied. The tweet has since been deleted. Oh man, that was great. However, that's fucking crazy. So I guess if you're in the military, understand that you don't belong to yourself. You have no agency over yourself in the military. You belong to the state. You are a ward of the federal government. See what happened to this man? That's social credit right there for you. He lost his job for a tweet. A great tweet. But he lost his job for a tweet. Right? Like I said, you want to know who's in power? Find out who you can't make fun of. That's just crazy. I tell you guys, it's sad. The man lost his job for a tweet. That's where we at now. That's where we are now. We are officially in 1984. We're officially in the Ministry of Truth, police state. All that shit is just here now. Period. Full stop. You know, and the shit's sad. It's just sad. He shouldn't have lost his job for that. He shouldn't have lost his job for a tweet. You want to discipline him a little bit, maybe a slap on the wrist or something. But, you know, to be suspended, because I'm assuming Joe Biden got butthurt over the tweet and reported him. It's ridiculous. Yeah, shit's crazy. Anyway, I hope he lands back on his feet. Say fuck the United States Army and goes into retirement and just don't look back, man. Don't look back. I tell you. Don't look back. Yeah, we'll see what's going on. There we go. Let me see. Got Tony LLC in the building. Let me see. Okay, here we go. Jimmy says we need to get it back to where the president is inconsequential in our lives. That's facts. Put people in place locally that will take back our authority, take back over authority. That's what we need to do. Not too far from beatings or death instead of firings. Pretty authoritarian. Communist, if you ask me. That's true. That's true. Handy Bob says 100%. Mayor, city council, county boards, governor, and state legislators. That's facts. That's facts. Tony says cheating won't be at an all-time high. Exactly. That's crazy. That's funny. Handy Bob said he's retired. That was a single gig for him. He's still pulling in 6 to 8. He's still pulling 6 to 8 figures a month, or 6 to 8 grand. He's still pulling 6 to 8 grand a month in retirement cash benefits. That's what's up. We got SF Peaks in the building. They don't want to be held accountable. That is why they give power to the bureaucracy. That's what it is. That's what it is. That is definitely what it is. That's what it seems like to me. Let me see. Let's do this. Let's see. 1 second, guys. Bear with me. All right, let's see. There we go. All right, there we go. There we go. SF Peak says, found you on Legal Mindset. Happy I found you. Keep speaking truth. I appreciate you. Welcome, 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 welcome. Welcome over. All right, so let's move it on. Hopefully he land on his feet. That's just fucked up. Like, you know, he made a funny tweet. You know, fucking learn how to take a joke. They always complain that Donnie T didn't know how to take a joke and he was thin-skinned and all that other shit. Now we see who really thin-skinned. Let me see who really thin-skinned. Let me see. So let's go over here to this story. I covered this story last night too. This was in Philly. 73-year-old man beaten to death with a traffic cone. So I guess his family spoke out. Let's check it out. Again from the New York Post. Family of elderly Philadelphia man James Lambert, who was beaten to death with a traffic cone stand, can't stop crying. Fucking savages right here. Look at this shit. Fucking savages. And they'll cry about, you know, these kids won't get caught. They'll cry about their future. We don't want to ruin their future. These fucking kids ain't got no fucking future. They doing shit like this in the streets. They ain't got no fucking future. This is what I like to call irredeemable qualities. Irredeemable qualities right here. These fucking kids. The niece of an elderly man viciously beaten to death by 17s in Philadelphia last month said on Saturday she and her large extended family are still in shock over losing the man they called Simi. I'm sick to my stomach over this, said Tanya Stevens, 63, about the killing of her 73-year-old uncle James Lambert, who was attacked by teenage thugs who hit him repeatedly with traffic cones just after 3 a.m. on June 14th as he was walking across Cecil B. Moore Avenue. We all can't stop crying. Who does this? Anyone normal doesn't beat up and kill a senior citizen walking down the street. Simi didn't deserve this. Disturbing video of the incident released by the police Friday shows Lambert trying to walk away from the teens as they followed him and knocked him into the ground with a cone. He tries to pick himself up and flee, but gets knocked down again while some of the other teens smile and laugh. Lambert, who lived his entire life in Philadelphia, was taken to the local hospital where he died the following day from his injuries, police said. Look at this shit. Just fucking little savages, yo. Little fucking savages. Look at this shit. It's fucking crazy. Like, shit pisses me off, y'all. It is a shame, Rob, yo. Robert Banks in the building. What's up? What's up? He said, some of those kids look younger than teens. It's a damn shame. Yeah, yo, this shit is the same. These kids don't give a fuck, yo. These kids don't care at all. Broccoli, yeah, we watched it last night, the Broccoli. Yeah, this shit's rough, yo. What's up, Emmanuel? Welcome, bro. Shit is crazy. Look at these kids, yo. $20,000 reward, and I'm sure nobody can collect that shit on them kids. Now, just imagine this, right? Old 73-year-old Mr. James Lambert was walking across the street. These kids was attacking him, harassing him, accosting him, hit him and knocked him down to the fucking street with a cone. And Mr. Lambert was packing. Mr. Lambert had a nice little 9mm or a 38 or some shit like that, a little revolver on him. And he plugged one of these little motherfuckers. Couple of them. How do you think that story would have been? How do you think that story would have been at that point? He trying to get away from them kids. He retreating. He fleeing. These kids hit him in the head with a traffic cone. He falls to the ground. He pulls a gun. turns around. Other kid tried to hit him with it, and he put one right square in the motherfucking chest. Look how funny it would have been to them kids then. I'm pretty sure instead of people feeling sorry for Mr. James, they would have been fucking justice for whatever the fuck these kids is. Justice for whatever. If I'm not mistaken, in the fucking video, this girl right here, she was the one that hit him repeatedly. It have immediately been stop the gun violence, stop this, stop that. But this man gone because these kids want to fucking have fun at his expense. They want to be out doing hood rat shit at that man's expense. Now that man not here no more. Now these kids is just whatever. I'm sure the parents probably got him out of town, or the parents don't give a fuck. Parents probably not even around. You know what I mean? Parents probably not even around. You already know, Broccoli. They damn sure would try to prosecute that man. They definitely would try to prosecute him. Look at what they did to the man in fucking in New York at the bodega. He still had to pay bail. Yeah, they reduced his bail, but he still had to pay bail to get out for defending his life against somebody else. He threatened his life. So you already know that if Mr. James Lambert would just had something to defend himself with and would have put one in one of those kids, you feel me? It'd have been a wrap. They've been trying to put that man in jail for the rest of his life over one of these little fucking thugs. That was my first question too, Bob. That was my first question too, brother. What the fuck are you doing out at 3 a.m.? What was he doing? You know? But who am I to tell that man he can't be out at 3 a.m.? We don't know. Maybe he was going to the corner store or some shit. Who the fuck knows? We don't know. You know? You know, he has the right to be on the street at any time he wants. Who knows why he was out there? You know? That's a good, Jay got a good question too. What the fuck? You know? Oh, my bad. I read your shit. I read your shit differently, Bob. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck these kids was doing out at 3 a.m. Like I said, they got rights. They can be out at 3 a.m., but where the fuck is the parents? Where the parents at? Why these kids out at 3 a.m.? Where the fuck their parents at? Parents probably out at the club, or the parents probably on that shit. Not paying attention to these kids or at work. Kids out here acting a fucking fool, man. That shit crazy, man. That's sad. That's why I say you gotta, it's pivotal that you be in your kid's life. Make sure these kids got good mentors, good role models. Clearly, these kids, their parents either ain't in their life or they don't give a fuck. They out doing their own thing while their kids out doing their own fucking thing. You know what I mean? It's just sad. You know? This man lost his life to the, because they wanted to have a good time. And they laughing about it. You know what I mean? Now their faces is kind of plastered. That's a shitty fucking picture. You tell me you couldn't get that shit no more clearer? That's a shitty fucking picture if you ask me. To me, it looked like the police ain't looking to catch these kids. That's just my opinion on that. You know. But like I say, like I always say, my heart goes out to the victim and the family of the victim, man. Hope they find some peace in this, man. And I hope they find justice. Hope these kids get caught, but I doubt it. I fucking doubt it. I think this story gonna go by the wayside and we ain't gonna hear nothing more about it. Sad. Sad shit. But like I said, man, stay in your kids' ear. Keep your kids close. Keep your kids disciplined. You know what I mean? Because those kids, that's a result of no positive parent in the household, period, full stop. So, as we discussed it last night, right? Sri Lanka is now a failed state. They've gone bankrupt. The prime minister has fucking fled the country, allegedly. on some ship or some shit. They're looking to install somebody in the next 2 weeks for some quote unquote all party system. Don't know what the fuck that is. That sound like one world government shit to me. You know, so they are completely a failed state. They have no money, they have no resources, they have no gas. There's no fuel, food, shit like that. Motherfuckers is fighting over bread. Literally fighting over bread. You know what I mean? So, oh yeah, okay. This is from Michael Schellenberger. Green dogma behind fall of Sri Lanka. Organic farms advocates said they wanted what's best for the 22 million people of the island nation off the coast of India. What went wrong? What's up, Demon At? Let's see if the camera gets bigger. Alright. Sri Lanka has fallen. Protesters breached the official residence of Sri Lanka's Prime Minister and President, who have fled to undisclosed locations out of fear of death. The approximate reason is that the nation is bankrupt, suffering from its worst financial crisis in decades. Millions are struggling to purchase food, medicine, and fuel. Energy shortages and inflation were major factors behind the crisis. Inflation in June in Sri Lanka was over 50%. Shit. Food prices rose to about 80%, and 500,000 people fell into poverty over the last year. But the underlying reason for the fall of Sri Lanka is that its leaders fell under the spell of Western green elites peddling organic agriculture and ESG, which refers to investments made following the supposedly higher environmental, social, and governance criteria. Damn. Sri Lanka has a near perfect ESG score of 98, which is higher than Sweden or the United States at 51. Damn, notes the commentator. But to be sure, there are other factors behind Sri Lanka's fall. COVID-based lockdowns, and a 2019 bombing hurt tourism. $3 billion to $5 billion per year industry. Sri Lanka's leaders insisted on paying China back for various belt and road infrastructure projects when other nations refused to do so, and higher oil prices meant transportation prices rose to 128% since May. Fuck, that's crazy. What's up, Papa Hotep? Man, Papa Hotep in the building. What's the deal, bro? But the biggest and main problem causing Sri Lanka's fall was its ban on chemical fertilizers in April of 2021. Over 90% of Sri Lanka's farmers had used chemical fertilizers, and after the ban, 85% experienced crop losses. Damn. That's crazy. After a fertilizer ban, rice production fell 20% and prices skyrocketed 15% in just 6 months. Sri Lanka had to import $450 million worth of rice despite having been self-sufficient in the grain just months earlier. The price of carrots and tomatoes rose 5-fold. Damn. Tea, the nation's main export, also suffered, thereby undermining the nation's foreign currency and ability to purchase products from abroad. That's fucking crazy. That's crazy. Damn. Broccoli says, did the people in charge have a seat at the it sound like it, don't it? It sound like it. It sound like they was front row. It sound like Sri Lanka was fucked with the Netherlands. With the Netherlands was ground zero. Fuck. In November 2021, Sri Lanka tried to reverse course, but it was too late. Rajapaksa said, we don't have enough chemical fertilizers in the country because we didn't import them. There's a shortage. By the end of last August, President Gotabaya Rajapaksa had declared a state of emergency. What exactly were Sri Lankans leaders thinking? Why did they engage in such a radical experiment? Damn. I found that article earlier today, and I found that shit really fucking interesting, right? You know, with all that fucking Green New Deal talk, the shit that's going on in the Netherlands and with the Dutch farmers and shit like that, where the police are actually shooting at the farmers. They shooting at the farmers, and they telling them not to fucking plant crops. They telling these motherfuckers not to farm. That shit sound like the shit that happened over here in Sri Lanka when I read this article. Right? They want to go green. They want to go green. But it's to their detriment. They fucking collapse the entire country because they want to fucking go green and stop using fertilizers, what's been used for fucking centuries. Where fertilizer come from? Most of that shit come from livestock, from cows and shit like that. But we know in the Green New Deal, what they say, they want to get rid of cows because the methane gas fucks up the ozone layer. Like I said last night, we got fucking cows dropped in a heat stroke apparently up in Kansas. But my question is, you know, cause I was watching a show one day, and you know, like I always say, art imitates life. Art imitates life. I was looking at a show, and a bunch of cows were killed by quote unquote like PETA or whatever, not PETA, but some animal rights group, or not animal, some tree hugging group, right? Some environmental rights group, right? They dusted the water with cyanide and killed all this cattle. And I was like, is that what the fuck happened out Kansas? I'm wondering, right? Then we got the bird flu. With the bird flu, right? The bird flu, if one bird catch the flu, they call the whole fucking lot, including turkeys. Despite evidence that even if the bird catches the bird flu, right? Even if the bird catches the bird flu, you can still eat the bird because it doesn't affect humans. You just, as long as you cook the shit. Like I said, yo, all this shit is being done by design. All this shit is being done by design. They want us eating these fucking Impossible Burgers, and we don't know what the fuck is in these Impossible Burgers. Like I said last night, they may go from plant-based to fucking human-based, from the Soylent Green shit. What he's saying, Soylent Green is people. I suggest everybody go watch that movie. That's a good Orwellian predictive programming movie for people to watch. Soylent Green. Watch that shit. You know? But lo and behold, their green deal, their green fucking agenda just fucking collapsed an entire nation. Like fucking Idiocracy. They trying to grow crops with what was that shit they had on Idiocracy? They trying to grow crops with, what the fuck was that shit called, yo? Where you at, Jay? I know you know what it's called. Was it called Squirm or some shit like that? Oh, is that right, Jay? Jay said that movie set in the year 2022. Damn, I forgot about that. But Jay, what's the shit in Idiocracy? What was they trying to water the crops with? It was like some fucking, it was a squirm or some shit. They got electrolytes in it or some shit like that. What was that shit? I forgot the name of it. That's what they're gonna be trying to do with us. That's what they're gonna be trying to do with us. Andy Bob says Sri Lanka get up from the view of Green New Deal, New World Order live in person. That's facts. That's facts. That stuff says socialist. That's exactly what they are, man. You know what I mean? Papa said it's going to happen here as well. That's why they want to disarm the citizens. That's facts. That's facts. Demon that says they want you on the cockroach diet. He'll say, F no, never happening. Give me more red meat. I hear that, bro. I hear that shit. You know. Let me see. Brondo, that's what it was called. This shit was called Brondo. They gonna try to water this shit with Brondo. Thanks, thanks, Jay. There it is, Brondo. That's exactly what that shit was called. They gonna have motherfuckers out here trying to fucking water plants with Brondo. That's where they at right now. That's where they at now. Fucking President Camacho gonna be in there soon. Camacho, get that shit. Holy shit. Oh boy, man. Godspeed to the people over there in Sri Lanka, man, because right now they're a failed state and they running fucking wild over there. Fucking leaders evacuated. Like I said last night, who gonna come and who gonna take advantage of that failed state? Because now the people are desperate, the people are rioting, the fucking leaders are gone. There's a vacuum there. Who's gonna go in there and swoop in and play savior? Who's gonna be that knight in shining armor, so to speak? That these people get so desperate that they start listening to. Because that's how you take over a government. That's how Georgie boy do it. George S. Y'all know who I'm talking about. That's how he would. That's his whole thing, collapsing nations. He probably was the one behind this shit. He probably was the one behind this shit. Shit is crazy, man. I guess they even got monks pissed off. Shit. This shit is crazy. You know? That's the crazy part, man. They got fucking monks pissed off. Yeah, Pop, that shit is that's like it's a fucking hilarious movie, bro. Yeah, Maya Rudolph was looking good in that movie. She was young back in the day. Even that's exactly what happened with Greece. Greece had to sell off all their assets. Ireland's Greece is still, yeah, Greece is still fucked. I used to work with a girl that was from Greece. She said there's certain parts of Greece that's still okay, like small portions, like little villages. She said, but the rest of Greece is fucking, that shit is deserted. People forget about Greece and they're fucking, what happened to them. And Puerto Rico's still holding on by a fucking thread just because of the United States. The Broccoli say they found a bunch of gold in Uganda. They are going to get the same treatment next. Probably. They might get that Gaddafi treatment. Y'all be careful. Watch out for that shit. Watch out for them. That shit happening. That shit is happening. So check it. Before we get to the Georgia Guidestone shit that I wanted to talk about, right? Just asking questions, you know what I mean? You know. I want to get to some of that day in January shit. Now I'm a fucking tiptoe around this shit, guys, because I don't need no more strikes, okay? You know what I mean? That day, you know, y'all know what I'm talking about. You know. We're just gonna read the news. So this is from PM. Breaking. Donnie T sends letter to that day in January committee allowing Bannon to publicly testify. I was like, damn. All right. So what did he say? I will waive executive privilege for you, which allows you to go and testify truthfully and fairly as per the request of the unselect committee of political thugs and hacks. So Donnie T on Saturday sent a letter to Steve Bannon relieving him of the executive privilege he had previously invoked on their communications and allowing him to testify before them people. All right. I wrote about it. This is subpoena that you received in September 2021 for the illegal constituted. Y'all know who that is. Y'all can read that, right? The same group of people who created the. Y'all can read that. And the. There you go. And number 2. And y'all can read that shit. Oh shit. Donnie T began in the letter obtained by Human Events Daily Jack Kasobiak for the Millennial Post. So it looks like his trial set for July 18th. That's next week or the week after that. Damn, I need to grift off that shit. I'm trying to grift off that shit, y'all. I need to be home that day so I can grift on that. That's gonna be some shit. Damn. So I'm gonna bring this up, let y'all read that. Shit, I ain't gonna do that. There we go. Yeah, I'm gonna let y'all read this on your own. Hopefully y'all can see that shit. Let me get rid of this dumbass thing. There we go. There you go. I'm gonna let y'all read that. While y'all read that, give me 1 second. All right, I'm back. So I hope you had enough time to read that. But that's interesting. That's real interesting, right? So I wonder what they got up their sleeve if they're allowing that shit to go down. I wonder if the committee is shook. Hey, wait, what? He gonna let them do what? I'll be shocked. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they don't. I wouldn't be surprised if they don't air that one. I wouldn't be surprised if that one don't get no fucking no airtime. But if they don't get no airtime, people gonna be onto it. People gonna be onto them. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Andy Bob says the World Food Program don't have the support or supplies to help a nation that size due to all the all the pandemonium, lockdowns, etc. Going to be ugly in the near future. That's true. Jay said tippy toe high, tread lightly. Yeah, bruh. Demon said, what the fuck is going on in Uganda? I think a Chinese company was given the rights to dig it up. Is that true? I'm going to look into that shit. Andy says, I think Bannon said he would do only if it was on live TV. I hope that's the case, yo. I hope that's the case. Jay says, oh man, China about to have all that gold, huh? All those videos of China running the mines. Boy, it's going to be, boy. But that's the thing, right? I wonder if that's all by design, because over the past few years, China's been buying up a lot of land in Africa. Anybody pay attention to that shit? They definitely were buying up a whole lot of land in Africa. You know what I mean? Wonder if they was buying it up because they already knew that shit all along. That'd be real fucking interesting to know. China definitely playing chess. Definitely playing chess. Yeah, it's super grift. That shit's crazy. That's interesting. China got to resurrect Idi Amin to run Uganda while they steal their natural resources. That is funny. I haven't heard about Uganda, such a beautiful country with good people. I know, right? They about to fucking strip it of all its resources if that's the case. Damn, there's gonna be another fucking Sierra. I don't want to say that. There's gonna be another fucking Sierra Leone. That's what it sounds like to me. Now, I hope not. I hope that's not the case. Damn. Anyway, so on top of Steve Bannon, check this shit out from CBS News. Oath Keepers leader Rhodes wants to testify before that day in January. An attorney for Oath Keepers founder Steve Rhodes says that Rhodes will offer to testify under oath before the committee, but will ask that a series of demands be met first. Smart man. What are those demands, sir? Phil Linder, who is serving as Rhodes' attorney in the hearings, we'll say it like that, or in this conspiracy case, said Rhodes will demand any testimony take place live on national television. Smart man. He'll do it under oath, but he wants to be part of the public hearing, similar to the previous hearings. Linder said Rhodes wants similar national exposure for his testimony. Smart man. If Bannon asked for the same thing, if Bannon did ask for the same thing, that's a smart man. Because I was willing to bet dollars to donuts if they would have agreed to that shit wasn't going to be national news. That shit wasn't going to be on the fucking air. They was going to do that shit off camera. And then they would have created whatever narrative they wanted. They'd have cut and pasted so much shit. They'd have jump cut so much of that fucking footage. It wouldn't have been funny. But let's see if the committee bites, though. Let's see if the committee bites. I'm interested to see what happens with this. Are they going to allow them to testify live before a studio audience? We'll find out, right? We'll find out. You're right, Steph. It don't mean shit. Especially in this case, it don't mean a fucking thing. This is all just a fucking show. All a fucking show, bro. We already know that, right? We already know it's all a show. All right. Anyway, let's get back to it. It's hot in here. Gotta put a little fan in here today. It was a little warm in here. I think it's called this equipment running. Anyway, like I said before, if you're new, hit that like, hit the subscribe button, hit that notification icon. It'll let you know when I got new content coming out. Please share the stream. Let people know we live. I'd appreciate that. Anybody catching the replay? The question of the day is: do you think Joe Biden, aka Joe Nickelsick, has failed this nation? Let me know in the comments. Let me know in the chat. Jay Pollen says 12.8 trillion worth of gold in Uganda, and China owns it all. Yeah, man. Yo, I'm telling y'all, they've been playing chess all this time, bro. I'm telling you. I think like most, like the kids in Africa, I think like a required course is like I think it's like Mandarin now. Oh, and watch out because they buying a bunch of shit up in Jamaica too. They about to colonize the hell out of there, bro. They moving like ninjas. Pardon the pun. Jimmy Dawes says, Big Show, I realized that when they had the hearings on a major league baseball, they questioned him like they had integrity and don't lie to our faces on the daily. That's facts. Jay Pylon says Chinese companies will mine 31 million tons of gold. Damn, is that true? They will mine 31 million tons of gold discovered in Uganda, according to the Chinese media. Damn, they were getting nearly $14 trillion. That's baller. That is baller. Hold on one second, guys. All right, I'm back, guys. I'm back. Sorry about that. My brother being a dumbass. Uganda got played, Jay. I don't know. Maybe they did. But like I said, yo, China they've been buying up land everywhere, bro, and here in America too. Don't get it twisted. But I'm really interested to see if they allow Bannon and Rhodes to testify live. That's gonna be interesting. If they do that, I gotta take off that day, both them days, to get that griff. Oh man, that's just gonna be crazy. Anyway, I ain't touching on that story that much more because I don't need no more trouble. Let's move it on to the Georgia Guidestones, bro. So check it, right? Last week, somebody blew up the Georgia Guidestones, right? IED, improvised explosive, whatever device. And everybody was like, oh no. It's like, oh no, did y'all know what they said? Right? Well, they basically had 10 commandments, right? They basically had 10 commandments for the NWO. That's essentially what it was, right? Now, instead of doing like a good forensic investigation and all this other shit, right? To see what happened, who blew that shit up, guess what they do? They just knock the rest of that shit to the ground. Like, just knock that shit down to the ground. Ugh, excuse me. Right? I'm like, damn, you're just gonna knock that shit to the ground. You ain't gonna find out who did that shit? Y'all ain't gonna figure that shit out? All right. It supposedly had all these cameras around it, but only one camera caught it. You know what I mean? And it was some grainy bullshit. Right? And it made me wonder, like, why? Why they do that? But then I remembered, right? I remembered that, there's supposed to be a time capsule buried there or some shit like that, right? At first I thought the time capsule was like suspended over it, right? I could have swore that I remember reading that the time capsule for the Georgia Guidestones was like suspended over it or on top of the thing. I don't remember it being buried. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe there's some Mandela effect shit going on. Who knows? You know what I mean? But regardless, it's a time capsule. Let's just say I'm wrong and it was buried. I wonder if that's why they did it, so they could get access to that time capsule. And if so, what the fuck is in that time capsule? I want to know what's in that time capsule. That's my question. So let's jump over here to everybody's favorite disinformation website, Wikipedia, because all I can find on the shit, for the most part, right? So apparently, like, the shit was made. What is it at? In June of 1979, a man using the pseudonym Robert C. Christian approached the Alberton Granite Fishing Company on behalf of a small group of loyal Americans and commissioned the structure. Christian explained that the stones would function as a compass, calendar, and clock, and should be capable of withstanding a catastrophic event. Right? The man reportedly used the pseudonym as a reference to his Christian religion. Christian said he wanted a granite monument built that could rival the British Neolithic monument Stonehenge. There's a picture of Stonehenge for you guys. Drawing inspiration from the structure after a visit, however, he said that while impressive, Stonehenge had no message to communicate, right? So let's find out what that message was and why some people are like, wait a minute, what the fuck is this shit, right? Now there was some speculation that this guy R.C. Christian was a Rosicrucian and that his name is a pseudonym. And I was like, R.C. Christian, Rosicrucian, R.C. Christian, Rosicrucian. Maybe. Am I reaching? I don't know. Maybe I'm not. So let's look at this. Here we go. Here go the Ten the 10 Commandments of the NWO. There we go. Y'all can see them. The first one is maintain humanity under 500 million in perpetual balance with nature. That's the first red flag right there for me. In order to maintain humanity under 500 million in perpetual balance with nature, there's got to be some eugenic shit going on. There's got to be some offing of some people, selective gene editing and selective breeding and shit like that. Right? That was the shit the motherfucking the 1940s Nazis was on, right? Am I wrong about that? That's the first red flag for me, and that's number 1 on the list. You know, what say you? Does that shit fucking bug the shit out of you? I would love to know. I would love to know, because it bugs the shit out of me. You know, in order to keep 500 million people on this earth, you gotta sacrifice some motherfuckers, and that's what it sounded like he wanted to do. You know, guide production wisely, improving fitness and diversity. I don't got a problem with that. I don't think I got a problem with that one. You know, Demon S says that means they got off about 7.5 billion people. Right. Interesting, right, yo? Unite humanity with a living new language. That's another red flag for me. If y'all know what this is, that's from Metal Gear Solid. If you ain't played Metal Gear Solid, I don't know what you're doing with your life. That's the alert on Metal Gear Solid. But anyway, that's another red flag for me. Unite humanity under a new living language. That sounds like they want, another new world order. They want a new one world government, one world language, a world language, right? Last I remember, if I'm not mistaken, correct me if I'm wrong here. Remember the Tower of Babel in the Bible? Everybody was trying to build a tower to reach God, and God saw that they were trying to build a tower to reach him, and he knocked the tower down, and he gave everybody different tongues. It's like they're trying to reverse that shit. That's just my opinion, but that's some new world order shit. New living language. It means we want everybody to have one world language. It's crazy. That's another red flag for me. Number 4, rule, passion, faith, tradition, all things with tempered reason. Okay, I can get with that. Rule, passion, faith, tradition, and all things with tempered reason. Okay, all right. Tolerance. Okay, I can get with that. You know what I mean? Put a 1 in the chat if y'all can understand. Number 4. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all understand number 4. I can get with that. Let's see. Protect people and nations with fair laws and just courts. Okay. Got you. Again, no argument from me. A fair justice system. What's wrong with that? Right? Number 6, let all nations rule internally, resolving extreme disputes in the world court. Another red flag for me. Another red flag for me. We don't need a world court. That sounds like some NWO shit. We don't need court. See, nations have different rules and governing bodies and different traditions. To have a world court would mean that everybody the entire world had to fall under these certain rules, these certain guidelines, these certain laws, right? I don't like that. Again, so number 6 is a red flag for me. Number 7, avoid petty laws and useless officials. I'm down with that. I'm cool with that. Avoid petty laws and useless officials. I'm cool with that. All right, I'm cool with that. Yeah. Number 8, balance personal rights with social duties. That's another red flag for me. That sounds like, personal rights with social duties, meaning you got to earn your rights. You don't have any God-given rights. That's some Marxism shit right there. You want rights? You got to do this shit for us first. You got to abide by all rules first. You got to do what we ask you to do first. Then we'll give you rights. That's not rights. That's permissions. I'm sorry. I can't do it. That's a red flag for me. I'm sorry. Let me see something. Let me see. Number 9, prize, truth, beauty, love, seeking harmony with the infinite. Okay. That's some tree hugger, peace and love shit. Okay, all right, I got you. That's okay. I can get with that. All right. Be kind to one another. I'm cool with that. And number 10, be not a cancer on the earth. Leave room for nature. Leave room for nature. That sounds like some fucking UNICEF. Not UNICEF. What the fuck is it? Who the tree huggers? What's the tree hugger organization? It's like that person leads that shit. Right? But all in all, this seems like the 10 commandments for the New World Order. Right? My red flags were maintain humanity under 500 million. That's a red flag for me. Unite humanity with a living new language. That's another red flag for me. Protect people and nations with fair laws and just course. That's fine. But number 6, let all nations rule internally, resolving external disputes in the world court. No, that's New World Order type shit for me. Number 8, balance personal rights with social duties. That's some Marxism shit right there. People don't have any sovereignty over themselves. They're the wards of the state. The wards of the state. I can't get with it. And 9 and 10 aren't too bad, But my interest is, what's in that time capsule? Why did they knock down the Georgia Guidestones after somebody bombed it? He said it was for safety reasons, but I don't buy that. I don't buy that. I don't buy that at all. You know what I mean? So let's keep an eye on that story and see what happens. We touched on Brittany Griner as it stands with Brittany Griner. Just real quick before I get off, she's still in jail. She pled guilty to bringing in quote unquote narcotic, which was just some weed oil, into Russia in hopes that they take it easy on her. And apparently that was per old Nickelsick. So this just gonna be real fucking interesting. He pled guilty to the crime, and after the United States said that you were unjustly kept, which is interesting. We'll see how that goes with her. I got a feeling she ain't getting out no time soon. I think she just got set up by Nickelsick. You know what I mean? Yeah, Demonette, they knocked that shit all the way down, bro. They knocked all that shit all the way down. Yeah. Interesting, right? Yeah, Jay, I'm right there with you. Organized chaos, man. You know what I mean? Order through chaos. Anyway. Shit is crazy. But anyway, guys, that's all I got for you tonight. Appreciate you guys rolling with me. I'm about to go upstairs. I think my father and my brother just got here, so I'm going to go chill out with them for a minute. And then I'm going to get ready for tomorrow. Got a busy work week. Anyway, I hope you guys have a wonderful night. This is Canon Hotep saying, stay safe, stay well, stay strapped, protect your chicken, people. I'll holler at you.